going to bed? I kind of figured I'll be there shortly. I just wanted to do a short update to let everybody know what's going on because we've already talked to Brooke. So, because I haven't talked to Holly in a while, so I just wanted to say hey and, try to do a short one so she knows that we're okay and stuff. Oh, wait, no way. Somebody could be on here already. Okay. Whoever it is, hello. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. But as I just said, okay, and then they went off. Weird. Anyway, I just wanted to give an update, why I've been so busy. Since the last time I live streamed, I started noticing I had developed a dry cough and was just more or less generally feeling crappy. And knew that something was wrong. So it's looking like COVID tried to get hold of me, but I finally faced my fear of getting vaccinated and got the first of my 2 Pfizer shots. So about, 2 days ago, roughly, 4 days ago, roughly about 4 days ago, I got my first COVID, first of 2, and I don't take the next one until January 6th, but I was just generally feeling crappy. I had the typical dry cough, and I don't know, I felt like, okay, I need to face this fear and just, get it done, because I have fought tooth and nail up till now to even get the vaccines. But about a month ago, I went down to Kentucky, as you guys, those of you that have been on here and have seen my live streams during when I was going to be in Kentucky for a week. Well, I only made it to 4 days. And then finally I had an emotional breakdown and asked Lisa to bring me home. A bunch of stuff just came down on my shoulders all at once. I was feeling guilty because my mom had paid me to help her move, and the night she paid me, I left to Kentucky for 4 days. I knew that Carl was stressing out about stuff because now his hand has been forced and he has no choice but to move down to Kentucky because he has nowhere else to go, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because his daughter's down there, some of his grandbabies are down there. They've got plenty of room outside the house, but Carl is being typical, stubborn, trauma drama BS that he does. And he keeps saying, I ain't getting rid of any of my shit. I ain't getting rid of any of my shit. Well, he may have to. The utilities are only going to be on until the end of the month there at the old place. Justin and family did come up. A couple of family members came up from Kentucky today to get a couple of Carl's big vehicles moved down there, including one which is a camper that he has. And that's probably going to be where he's going to have to live. But without going into too much detail, there were some good times while I was there, and then there were some not so good times. The good times were time with my family. I tried to talk to the kids about some stuff tried to, gently as I could, help them understand that Chelsea needs their help. They can't keep expecting her to do it all. And now I'm battling head lice, and I've had it for over a month, and I've treated my head several times already, and there's still a shit ton of them in my head. And I've got until the 29th of this month to get them cleared up, or Brooke is not going to be very safe around me. As long as she keeps her distance, she should be okay. But I want these things gone. I'm to the point now that I'm about ready to shave my own head, if that's what it takes. I don't want it to ever go that far. It would hurt me terribly because I have never shaved my head before. But as many of these fucking things as I have seen in my head so far, I may have no choice. Went to urgent care, explained everything to them. They said that they were going to give me a prescription strength The only problem is it is a pre-authorization med, meaning if the authorization is not acknowledged and given, I'm not getting it. I went through a bottle of Head Lice shampoo that big, and I still have these fucking things. I can't sleep at night unless I take my Benadryl and my gabapentin, because at least it cuts down on the itching so I can sleep. The first night of the Pfizer shot, I decided this would be a lovely idea, taking Theraflu on top of it. Well, I OD'd. I wasn't given the Pfizer shot a chance to do its thing. I was sick for 2 days, and the first of those 2 days, I literally collapsed in the middle of my bedroom floor. Scared the crap out of me. Probably startled Chris. I didn't like that it had woke him up, but my sight had been taken from me, and I could not see. I was trying to hold on to the door jamb of the bedroom, and down I went. I had my earplugs in, so I couldn't hear Chris very well because he was asking me, "What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?" And I told him, I knew something was wrong. Something was seriously wrong. Down I went. Thank goddess. I landed on the side of the room that had all the piles of clothing, so I was not seriously injured. And what's worse, I could have just as easily passed out in the middle of the bathroom floor. And then I could have hit my head on the fucking tub. It could have killed me. I could have injured myself in a more severe way. So after that scare, and after throwing up nothing but liquid, and what the liquid looked like is the very color of the Theraflu. So I thought, okay, no more Theraflu. I'm going to let this shot do its thing. I'm going to give it a couple days. If I'm still having symptoms, then maybe I'll drink some more of the Theraflu. But until then, I'm not doing it, because you only get 6 packets. And I had gone through, I think, like 2 of them. Let's see here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I only went through 2 of them. The first one I drank completely. The second one I only had a few drinks of, and then that's when I stopped. And it's probably good that I did, because I seriously feel like I OD'd. Putting the Theraflu on top of the Pfizer shot, and the fact that I was sick for 2 days with the flu, or I don't know. So after that scare, I gave myself 2 additional days to recoup, make sure I wasn't going to have any further episodes. And I was here by myself. So I made sure that my phone was charged. I tried to make sure that I kept it with me, kept it nearby, in case I needed to call 911 before I passed out cold on my floor. Nothing happened. I was able to get more food in my stomach, which, I was glad that I was able to finally do that. And then once I got that down, I was feeling a little bit better, and then, today was the first time I've been able to actually go over and help my mom. She was there by herself, and she appreciated the company, but I had to take one of the chairs out of our trunk to sit on so that I wouldn't sit up against any of the furniture and have these little fuckers crawling out of my head onto the furniture, and then everybody there get them. I dumped vinegar on my head twice because I was hoping that would burn them all out. Didn't work. Treated my hair several times. Didn't work. Now, the very medicine that I need, that may be the very thing that helps me get rid of these fucking things once and for all, is being denied me because somebody won't get off their fucking ass, give the goddamn pre-authorization so I can get the fucking medication and have this shit out of my fucking head. Otherwise, I may have no choice but to literally fucking shave my head. And who am I going to find to do that? Because if I try to go to a beauty salon or something and get it done, and the minute they know I have head lice, then they're going to be like, oh, I don't want to touch your hair if you've got head lice. And they're going to send me right out of there. I thought, okay, one possibility, I can smother them. But that involves saturating my head with olive oil, putting on a nylon wig cap that I fresh out of the package, never used it before, and it fits very snugly on my head. And then on top of that, a turban towel to suffocate these fucking things once and for all. The only problem with that is the biting is going to drive me up a fucking wall to the point that I'm probably going to have to be on allergy pills 24/7 just to combat the maddening fucking constant itching of these goddamn things. And this is what I get for being stupid, not being more precautious than I was. And I'm not going to further mention where I got these because I know where I did, and that's irrelevant. The point is, now this is my fucking nightmare to deal with. These things have had over a month to fucking migrate, to hatch and hatch and hatch and hatch and hatch and hatch and hatch, to the point that every time I treat my hair, yeah, it kills a lot of them, maybe, or makes them, like I take the towel off my head and it's fucking full of them. But they're still here. They're still in my head. And I'm pretty upset about it because I did not deserve this. I did not deserve to fall over at Mom's that day and mess up my leg. And now, because I have had yet another collapse, even though it was in our bedroom and I was fairly safe, now my left ankle is messed up even more. So I basically, because I haven't been on here in a while, I mostly, I didn't want Holly to worry. I didn't know if her and Brooke have had a chance to talk or anything. And I don't even know if Holly's got any recent paranormal investigations on her channel or not, because we're still helping my mom move. And it's looking like it's probably going to be, it could be a couple more weeks before everything is completely moved. I know Chris said that we're down to some random things that were in the living room. The kitchen's already done. Mom and Jim both have their beds over at the new place. And I was able to, like I said, finally feel more like I was fulfilling my duties of the fact that Mom paid me, and the night she paid me for helping her move, I went down to Kentucky for 4 days. I talked with the spirits down there, found out that their house was built on the spot of what used to be a haunted school. But when I brought up Markham Hollow Haunted School, the only one that came up that I noticed was an all-girls school, and this thing was like all the way back into the 1800s, okay? So I haven't been able to verify any of it, but any other way that I try to punch the information into the search window, nothing comes up. The all-girls school is the only thing that came up. But it's a haunted school, which I'm assuming means that people died there, possibly kids. Don't know what ages or anything. Don't know why they died, how they died, if there's some teachers that died with them. I don't know. So I did a prayer circle that night. One of the 4 nights I was down there. And I simply spoke to the spirits and said, look, I just recently found out from my niece that there was once a haunted school here on the area that their house now sits. But doubt very seriously if anybody even tried to relocate them to a new home somewhere in the mountains. So they haunt the last place they knew to be home. I've never really had any issues with any of them. None of them have given me a reason to feel threatened or anything like that. I just simply talked to them kindly and I said, please don't hurt my family. I said, and don't hurt me. I said, we are no threat to you. Please don't be one to us. There's kids here. And due to the fact that a haunted school once stood on these grounds that the house now stands on, I'm hoping that they're glad maybe a little bit that there's other kids there, but boundaries need to be set. I'm the most experienced witch in the family right now, so Chelsea is open-minded about it. Justin's open-minded about it. Lisa's open-minded about it. Pretty much everybody I've met down there so far is open-minded about it. They have no problem with me being a witch, as you all know, which I'm glad. So I did a prayer. I lit a birthday candle for the children's spirits and let it burn itself completely out to acknowledge them, because I don't think they've really been acknowledged in the way that I acknowledged them. But Chelsea had no problem telling me that there was a haunted school there once, and I'm glad that she did. So once again, being the peacemaker that I am and a protector of my family, I did the only thing that I knew that felt right, and that was talk to the spirits. I even created a bridge between here and there and vice versa. But I told them, I said, no, I can't promise you this bridge is always going to be open. However, when it is open, I will send one of my spirit guides to alert you, so that if one of you wants to come through and visit for a little bit, okay, but only go to the middle of the bridge. Wait for another spirit of mine to come and ask me if I'm willing to have company right now, or if I'm too busy, or if there's too much going on. Because here's the thing, if a spirit's going to come through from there, I want to be able to give them my undivided attention and not try to give them attention and everybody else around me, because I'm trying to do a million things. I try to light candles for them once in a while to ask for, please, if they're going to continue to reside there, learn to do it in a way that they can get along in harmony with my family. Don't hurt any of my family. Don't hurt any of the kids. Don't hurt any of their pets. Try to find a way to make it work I feel absolutely terrible for those that did die horribly for whatever reason. I don't need to know the details, but I I acknowledge them. And then when I came back here, the same 2 candles that I lit there that night, I told them that I would relight here at my place to establish this bridge. But they are to go to the middle of the bridge when they know it to be open and not be upset or take it wrong if they want to come and visit sometime and it's not open. It just simply means there's too much going on in my life right now. I can't afford the extra time for them. Try back in a few days, maybe things will calm down. I really have no way of knowing. I couldn't tell you how much longer it's going to take us to get the house moved. Hopefully we'll have it done in the next couple of days. I don't know. My brother went down to Kentucky tonight to spend a few days down there with his family to get him settled. I'm hoping, because this is Justin's vacation, it started today, so uh, I'm hoping that him and Carl will formulate a plan of Justin will try to um, help get the camper running and get it usable for Carl, because that's probably just, all things considered, that's going to be the best place for him to live. They don't really have room for him in the house. Justin doesn't like a lot of drama, and Carl is all about drama. He won't admit that he is, but he's a drama queen. He tends to repeat stuff too much. He needs to find new topics to talk about. He needs to stop hampering on stuff that he has no control over right now, and stop bugging Chelsea about things that is just going to make him start burning the bridge, the only bridge he has left. And that is living down there with Justin and Chelsea and family. Because once Carl's stuff gets moved, there isn't any coming back. He is determined, hell bent. I'm not getting rid of any of my shit. Well, he may have to. He may have to let some of it go, because Chelsea and Justin are only going to tolerate him bringing so much down there. And then where is he going to put it when he gets it there? Is he going to keep it in his vehicles that don't run, inside boxes, to where they're just going to collect dust and become critter farms? And before you know it, there's snakes living in there because it just sits there and never gets used. So I'm okay. I'm more back to being myself, and I'm just trying to now focus on helping my mom and unpacking stuff over there, sitting over there with her during the day, while everybody else that is still currently helping, which right now there's Maria, Stephanie, Jim, and Chris. 4 people. That's it. 4 people that's sorting stuff, boxing stuff, packing stuff, hopefully throwing a lot of stuff away that's obviously trash. Tomorrow we're going over there again. I don't know. I mean, we usually try to get over there around early afternoon. But some blessings of the day. We got a $50 Applebee gift card from Chris's mom. That's our early Christmas present. And I've got 2 Christmas cards here that I haven't put up yet that I've been meaning to and just haven't gotten around to, because I haven't even had a chance to live stream because things are just so busy and crazy right now. And I miss my live streams. I miss my routine, if you will. But I am happy, that Brooke is coming down on the 29th. So we've got until that day to get the rest of this done. But hopefully within the next couple of days, it'll be done and it won't be an issue. I really don't want to spend Yule over there if I can help it. If it's over at Mom's, it ain't so bad. It's just that I don't think that they would be too keen on me doing a Yule ritual. Everybody's already had discussions about not being able to do probably any Christmas on Christmas because the money's just not there. But we can have an after Christmas, like sometime in January or something, because getting the stuff over there is one thing, getting it unpacked, getting it put where Mom wants it put, and so on, that's another matter. That is what is going to take, in essence, the most time. Stress levels are still very high, but once Chris was done for the day over there at Mom's, and I was able to at least help her get some stuff unpacked and everything, so we could make some more boxes available for them to repack again with other stuff, because you can only get so many boxes, and the source that they've been getting them from, they can't even call until 10:30 at night. So that leaves, we have to unpack as many boxes as we can in the next few days so that those boxes can be reused. I have already designated one of the rooms in the attic as my special place. That will be my prayer room. That will be my meditation room. And on the rare occasion, no promises it's going to be anytime soon, because most likely it won't be. If I get a hankering to spend the night over there or something, I will have an air mattress sit there waiting for me, and I'm not even going to bother getting it out of the box, blowing it up, or anything like that, unless I'm going to spend the night that night. Jim told me about some nice ones that he saw at Target. He said, I'm not sure what your price range is, but you want to maybe give some of those a look. Now, when I was down in Kentucky, the air mattress that I got to sleep on could fit definitely 2 people quite easily. And it had its own pillow. Like literally, it had a built-in pillow that was the exact width of the mattress. So I could have used that as a pillow if I didn't have any other pillows. But because of my neck issues and everything, I had to have my angel pillow and I had to have my leg pillow. I leave those down there. I have a new set here. So when I'm down there, I've got a set. When I'm home, I have a set, and I don't have to worry about leaving it somewhere and not be able to get it. So we went to Applebee's and had dinner, and Chris didn't want to say anything to Mom for whatever reason. I mean, she knew about the gift card because we told her about it. And she's like, oh, well, that was nice. She gave Chris $50 for Christmas today herself, and he took 20 of it and filled the gas tank because we needed it, because moving takes a lot of gas. And then when he had to come down and get me that Saturday, after I'd only been there for 4 days, because I planned on staying 7, I only made it to 4. I was so miserable. I wasn't sleeping at night. These damn bugs are, driving me fucking mad. So I couldn't sleep. She's got it too hot and dry there. I know it's not intentional. It's just the type of heating they happen to have. And I can't sleep there. The energy's different. The bits and pieces that I have been told about as far as the haunted school and this and that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find out anything further or not. I want these damn bugs gone, and I'm tired of suffering endlessly because my head is so full of them, and I've never had a fucking outbreak this bad in my life. So with that, if this is super lice, then it's going to be damn hard to kill, because I've been trying for a month to get rid of them, and there's still a shit ton of them in my fucking head. So, there's some ups, there's some downs. It's going to be Yule in 3 days. I am going to probably most likely do a live stream on the 21st to commend and celebrate Yule. But tomorrow I'm going to take my laptop here, take my mouse that I use with it, my power cord, the case that came with this Chromebook, hopefully evict any roaches that are hiding out in it, and take my laptop over to Mom's tomorrow to the new place, find a place to set it up, make sure that Chris hooks me into Wi-Fi, or even if it's our Wi-Fi that we have to hook into. I don't know if we're going to be close enough to access it, but hopefully he'll help me get signed up, because I was able to, once I got on the Wi-Fi down in Kentucky, you saw I live streamed no problem. Well, they're a lot closer to us now than they were before. And instead of it taking me, 30 minutes to walk down to Mom's, it might take me 20 on a good day, weather permitting, and that I have the energy to walk that far before I'm out of breath. And with the cold and everything, and the fact that it's winter, I'm probably not going to be walking down there anytime soon. But because I wasn't able to do a live stream early in the day, because I wanted to focus on going over there, keeping Mom company and helping her as much as I could, before Chris said, okay, I'm done for the day, I can't do any more, and then we left. But tomorrow I want to share the new house with everybody. I will find a good place, hopefully, to set it up where everybody can see everybody coming in and out. So I'm probably going to set it up somewhere in the living room, even if it means possibly taking my white table from Maria's, or this table here, if I can unload it, because I've already turned it into a clusterfuck. I don't know when I'm going to feel up to coloring again, so I have a box of gel pens sitting here in my color book and a host of random other shit. But things have just been that busy and crazy, and I will feel a lot better and have more peace of mind when I can do my first magic ritual prayer session, whatever, and the attic bedroom that I have designated as my own, because the attic has actually 3 bedrooms. I've never heard of such a thing. When you go to the top of the steps, the first bedroom of the 3 that you enter is the biggest of the 3. That's Jim's room. As soon as you get to the top of the steps, you make a left, there's a door, you open that door, there's the other 2 rooms. But because of the way the house is built, when you're in the one room and you go around the corner, you have to kind of duck down to get into the 3rd room, which is the next biggest of the three. And that's the room I have chosen for myself, which, wonderfully enough, has a north-facing window. Oh, yeah. That's going to be where I set up my altar. That's where I'm going to do my prayer stuff. That's going to be my room. So, like, if I want to turn it into a hippie pad, then I'm going to turn it into a hippie pad. Mom got her birds and her cat moved over. And I know that made her happy. But, of course, Stubby, her cat, has been having the most difficulty as far as getting used to the new place and fully understanding what's going on. And there's still a lot of traffic in and out because we're still in the process of fully moving them over there. Stephanie is going to be with them probably at least until the spring. And I have been also talking to Mom about that and trying to get Mom to view things in a positive way instead of a negative one. Because Stephanie really is not the enemy here. She has been busting her ass to get Mom moved, and Mom needs to acknowledge and appreciate that, because she's got to stop targeting Stephanie for whatever reasons she has targeted her, because Stephanie is not the enemy. She accepts us as family. She looks on us as family. She calls me sis. Sometimes she calls me mom. You know, I mean, I would prefer sis, but because we're close enough in age. But if she wants to call me sis sometimes and mom other times, I guess that's not a big deal. That's okay. It's fine. There's no reason to get upset about it or be nitpicky about it or anything like that. But I may stay on here like 20 more minutes, and then I'm going to get my butt to bed so that I can get plenty of sleep. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and take my nighttime pills now so they can start doing their thing, especially the allergy, to get rid of all the damn itching from the fucking bugs. So, Brooke, honey, don't let it frighten you. I will take every precaution to make sure you don't get any of these fucking things. Even if I have to keep my distance from you, a little bit to ensure that you're not taking any of them home. So I try to balance out the good with the not so good, because no matter how bad things get, you still have to maintain that balance. Mom gave me this beautiful fan. I haven't even opened it yet, and I don't want to, because where would I even put it right now? I don't want to put holes in it to hang it on the wall. And this is real mistletoe. This will never come out of its package, but I will find a place to put it up to commemorate the holidays, especially considering Yule is 3 days away. So Holly, I hope you and everybody's okay. Happy Yule early. Happy holidays in general. I would love to come down to your birthday. Your not birthday, but your I keep saying birthday for some reason. Your Christmas bash on the 31st of December, but I don't know that that's very plausible, considering I'm not even going to get my second COVID shot until January 6th. And they're probably not going to let me anywhere near Canada unless I can show them my card to prove that I'm fully vaccinated. And I'm still playing around with, I'm not going to get a booster shot, and I'm not going to get a flu shot on top of getting the Pfizer, because to me, the Pfizer is all that I should need. Now, Chris did do some research and found out something along the lines of, because of my body weight, and everything the way it is right now, and with this bipolar thing, which I still have reservations about believing or not. Um, it's a high risk. I guess it kind of puts me high on the risk list of getting COVID. And when I developed that dry cough, and knowing that Chelsea and everybody down there had COVID, but they came out of it, and none of them have been vaccinated. Now, Chelsea, if you ever see this live stream, hun, please don't get upset. Don't take it wrong. I'm not putting your business out there or anything like that. I'm just stating facts that you guys went through it, you didn't get vaccinated, and you're fine. I have been trying to do the same myself. I have been trying to make myself drink more water because I'm telling you, this Pfizer, it's giving me cotton mouth like you wouldn't freaking believe. I had to end up drinking a lot of water at Mom's today, which is a good thing because I don't drink enough anyway. But it's like I no more than had a glass drank than I was drinking another and another and another. So I guess it's my body's way of saying, yeah, this is unfortunately some of the side effects of the Pfizer. However, I'm still here. It's obviously doing its job. I fought it tooth and nail. I didn't want to get vaccinated. But when it came down to the wire, I'm like, you know what? I'm not crazy about this, but I feel like I need to get this done. Because if I wouldn't have gotten vaccinated and I would have got COVID, who's to say it wouldn't have taken me out? Who's to say I would have survived it? I might not. You know, I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm not ready to leave this planet yet. But I got a lot of work to do. I don't know how much of it I will accomplish, but I just try to take it day by day, and that's all you can really do. Try to focus on the positives when the negatives happen. It's like, okay, if you need to feel this negativity for whatever reason, fine, but you gotta promise to let me balance it out in some positive way. And you got to help balance it out in some positive way, because if you don't have that balance, I don't want a bunch of negative energy accumulating in the new place. However, oh boy, not this crap again. Unstable connection, but then the weather is pretty bad outside right now. The 2 bedrooms, the farthest and biggest of the 2 upstairs, and I'm not counting Jim's room now because that's taken. The room I've designated as my own. The door that you have to go through to go into the first room, and then you go around and you duck under into the second room, that door has to stay closed because in my prayer closet, basically, there is this square cutout section that has fiberglass and stuff back in it. And we don't want Stubby getting in there and getting stuck, and it would probably kill her if she did. Right now, she seems to be hiding under the couch in the living room. She seems to go from the couch to the love seat, to the couch to the love seat. I think Chris got to see her a little bit. He tried to get her to come out, and she wouldn't. The birds are in the front room right now, and I think they're getting the idea that this is the new place, but it's an adjustment for them too, because up until this point, they have been in Mom's room. Now, Mom's room's nowhere near as big as the purple room was, but her room will do. It's just a matter of how she wants it set up, how much she can realistically fit in there before, it becomes like, seems more like she's living, sleeping in a closet, not a bedroom. So Stubby is going to it's going to be a longer adjustment for her. Because when that guy drove through the living room that time last year, Stubby was so traumatized by that, and now there's all this moving around and all this racket going on, and it hasn't stopped yet. I don't blame her for hiding. We understand why she feels the need to hide, because she's very skittish, she's very sensitive, she always has been. And of course, we call her Stubby because she was born with her hind leg on her right missing. But bless her, she's gotten along pretty good with 3 legs, and she's adjusted well, and we still love her just as much as a cat with 4 legs. She's still our baby. So I know once they get the last box moved in and she realizes, okay, it's safe to come out, or she feels that it's safe to come out, she will. So the 2 bedrooms upstairs, minus Jim's, that door has to stay closed at all times, because I agree with Jim completely. Until he can make a door to fit that spot where that cutout section is in my prayer closet, we don't want to take the risk of Stubby getting in there and getting killed. I'm going to have to do my cleansing from there. I'm not going to be able to do the cleansing that I normally do, because I feel like the loud ringing of the bell and everything would scare and further traumatize Stubby. So I'm going to have to rein it in and do it in my prayer closet. And then just imagine it melting through every nook and cranny, every part of the house, sinking down into each room, and just in my mind, imagine it filtering through and doing its thing without me having to walk around with the bell ringing. That's just going to scare Stubby even more. Not to mention, who's to say that Mom and Jim would have the tolerance to listen to the ringing of the bell, because it's pretty loud. So, but if I can turn it into kind of a witchy / hippie witch kind of thing, then I will, because at least there I can have bean bags. I can have a beanbag chair and not worry about a cat destroying it, because Stubby won't be allowed in there for a while. And by the time Jim gets a door to put up to that one section so she can't get in there, well, I mean, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I don't want to deny Stubby coming in there if she sees fit, because according to Jim, she's already come up the stairs and she has slept with him on his bed. So in her own way, I guess, she's trying to adjust, and she just needs to know from Daddy, which she views Jim as, that it's okay. This is just the new place. You have nothing to worry about. You're completely safe here. If you want to stay, climb up the steps and sleep with Daddy in Daddy's bed, you can do that. So I'm looking forward to it. But at the same time, I think what I might end up doing, if they would allow me at some point, I might just take over both of the rooms upstairs, and that'll be my bedroom. But right now, the first of the 2 rooms, minus Jim's, again, is storage right. Damn cough. Is storage right now, and that's where Chris felt it was best, safest, and easiest for him to just take everything up there, so that Mom had her bedroom empty so she could set up her bed the way she wants it, and a few things here and there. So we'll see. But even if some of the storage stuff remains up there, I don't think they'll have a problem letting me have that both rooms up there as mine. But as far as any witchy stuff, I don't know what Jim would be okay with me having in there, but in my opinion, it's not so much what he says, but what mom says. And it's like, look, Jim, you may be paying half the rent and bills here, but don't expect me to turn it into a Christian bedroom just to please you. You know, you've known me all these years. Do you really think that I'm going to put up even a single symbol of any type that's going to bring any kind of negative anything into this house? No, I'm not. Show some faith in me for a change. Now, if it gives you comfort, which I'm pretty sure I know Jim well enough that it will, I will put some crosses in there that are I can't display around here right now because they're all down in my storage unit in the building, because until I get this living room in a little bit better of an order, which I still haven't cleaned the TV table. I haven't cleaned any more of the living room than what I did for the 5 days, because after that 5 days, that's when everything just went to hell. And I got that message from Jim saying that they've been evicted and they had until the 8th of December to get out. And I was doing a live stream at the time. You guys were there, you know. It's like, what? So, yeah. I don't know when I'm going to finally be able to get around to finishing the living room, but I will finish it. I'm hoping that I'll be able to finally, things will settle down enough sometime in January. I'll be able to get it done. We'll see. I'm just kind of playing it by ear right now. And I'm just trying to help where I can, when I can, and how much I can. But like I said, I know I've repeated a lot of stuff, and I apologize for that. But I think I'm repeating a lot of it is because I'm still. It's kind of my way of unwinding a little bit more and getting a little bit more of it out of my system, so it doesn't keep causing me problems and just adding to the stress that nobody needs right now. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to wake up and get through every day, and your total focus becomes, how much am I going to be able to get done today? How much more am I going to be able to get unpacked and put away from mom, because she can't do it herself. It's far too hard for her to get up and down. And I just feel like the majority of that's going to fall on me, because I feel like it's only right, because I can't really expect, and nor can anybody else, Stephanie to, once she gets everything moved out of the old house into the new house, that what, she's going to have to unpack everything there now? No, that's not how this works. It's got to be a team effort. It's got to be, everybody's got to pitch in. Everybody's got to pitch in and do their thing. So that's all we're trying to do. And as we go, I try to talk to mom a little bit more about things. I try to get her on board and try to get her to look at the positives. It's like, Mom, you're placing your focus on the wrong person. You're looking for a place to shift your anger, but shifting it onto Stephanie is not right, because she has had your back this whole time, and she will not allow herself to come over to the new house until she gets everything out of the old one. And that, to me, speaks volumes right there. She is trying to get a job. She's got a lot of applications out there. I've been hoping and praying for her a lot, even if I don't light the candles. Don't always have to light the candles to do a prayer. But hopefully in the next couple of days, when we can get even more unpacked, get more boxes cleared out of the different rooms, so it's more like a house, then this is a storage room. This is a storage room. This is a storage room. I mean, the kitchen, thank goodness they have a bigger kitchen. because it's got all the kitchen stuff in it, and there's a lot, believe me. I probably unloaded at least 4 boxes of just food today. And I'm just putting stuff willy-nilly because my focus is get it out of the box, get the box emptied so it can go back over with whoever to get more packed and so on and so on. And then later, when everything's there, everything's put away and whatnot, then I can ask Mom, okay, is there a certain place that you would like all of your spices to be? In which case I'll take them out of all the random cupboards that they're in right now, and we will put them in one central location, which I feel like is probably going to be above the stove, because their stove is on this wall right here in the new house, and there's cabinets like this above it. So that will most likely be where, like, to me, makes the most sense to put spices and stuff like that, because like spices that you're not going to use a lot, you can put those towards the back. Spices that you do use a lot, keep them towards the front. It's not rocket science, right? And then if she wants her chips and her snack things in a certain place, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's just focus on getting shit unpacked, getting it in the cabinets, getting the boxes emptied, getting this done. Well, it's officially after midnight here now, which means it's December 19th. And this is a little bonus, interesting bit of know-how, or not know-how, but fact. Today is me and Chris's 15th anniversary. 15 years of being a couple, being here in the same place for those 15 years. Made a lot of friends. Everybody in the building, at least to a point, gets along with everybody else, and that's all we can hope for, right? So there's that. So happy anniversary to us. And something else that I've been giving a lot of thought to, that I just don't know why I felt the need to view things this way for so long. But I know a lot of why I feel the way I do towards Chris. And I'm not saying suddenly that everything's all better and hunky-dory and all is well, because it's not. But I think a lot of why I'm so negative about stuff